The views and opinions expressed on this show are that of the host and do not represent the views of Cryolata Records or its parent company, Felony in Progress. This show contains strong language. Please be advised. You said I would have brains. Where are my brains? I need brains.
Hello there, my little minions of music patronage, and welcome back for another episode of Open Air Sonar, where the music is either served raw or well done, and there is no sending your order back. I am your host, Tony, or if you want to go back a little bit, the artist formerly known as Meat Popsicle. And unfortunately now you're stuck with me for the next hour, so strap yourself in and let's dive deeper into the hard and heavy of rock and metal. I feel on the last metal edition, I didn't get to cover enough ground, just side dishes, and I think we need to go deeper with this one. We need full entrees, people. So, we're gonna lay out some bands here that are kicking ass and taking names. So, a little info on today's show. Most of the tunes I will be sampling for you are not your everyday radio play. So, we're gonna go deep, kids, deep. So. You probably know some, probably not know, a whole lot. But before I lay down my first pick, I'm going to go ahead and read you an email I received from Tabitha in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Hey, I think that's where the Trailer Park Boys are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems that, Open Air Sonar is making it all the way up to the Great White North. So she goes on to say, I like your show, and I think that it's cool, and you seem pretty cool yourself. Well, Tabitha, I'm sorry, I guess you don't really know me at all, because I'm a fucking asshole. But, so I wanted to ask you, if at all possible, you would consider dedicating an entire show to the band The Tragically Hip, as kind of a remembrance to Gord Downie. I feel our country has lost a very, very, very talented singer. Anyways, thanks you for taking the time, and I eagerly await your response. Signed, Tabitha. Okay, Tabitha, a little unpack on this one. I was first introduced to the Tragically Hip in '95. I was working at a place called Coulter Bay Village in Grand Teton National Park, and I had these two roommates. They were from Newfoundland, and they were actually really cool guys, and they introduced me to Gord Downie and the Tragically Hip. And then on, I was hooked. I couldn't get enough. And I was troubled, and I heard that, Gord Downie had, incurable brain cancer, and a little pissed when, their last shows, they didn't touch any American cities, and I never, ever got the chance to see them live. But, c'est la vie. Anyway, Tabitha, you know what I'm going to do for you, girl? I think your wish is granted. I think that we can find time here at Open Air Sonar to throw something together for you. So keep listening over the next couple of weeks, and we will unpack the hoard of the Tragically Hip for you. Okay, Tabitha? See, nobody can ever say that I'm a complete dick all the time. I can actually be cool once in a while. So you're welcome, Tabitha. But all right, let's get into some tunes, kids. So our first pick is going to take us to 1976 Dublin, Ireland. Four boys were about to do a jailbreak. Yes, you got it. This is Phil Lynott with Thin Lizzy with their 1976 hit Jailbreak, and this is Open Air Sonar.
Somewhere in this town. See, me and the boys, we don't like it, so we're getting up and going down. High and low, looking right to left. If you see us coming, I think it's best you move away. Do you hear what I say from under my breath? Tonight is gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in the town. Tonight is gonna be a jailbreak, so won't you be around? Don't you be around? of us won't survive. See the boys and me mean business, busting out dead or alive. I can hear the hound dogs on my trail. All hell breaks loose, alarm and sirens wail. Like the game, if you lose, go to jail. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in the town. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak, so won't you be around? Tonight there's gonna be trouble, I'm gonna find myself here. Tonight there's gonna be trouble, so stay with a friend. You know it's safer. Break out! Tonight there's gonna be a breakout into the city zones. Don't you dare to try and stop us, no one could for long. Searchlight on my trail, tonight's the night all systems fail. Hey you, good looking female, come here. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in the town. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak, so don't you be around. Tonight there's gonna be trouble, I'm gonna find myself in. Tonight there's gonna be trouble, so won't you stay?
That was Thin Lizzy with their 1976 release of Jailbreak on the album of the same name. So that song is typical of the band's music with, dual lead guitar harmony and, Brian Robertson's use of the wah-wah pedal. Lynot's lyrics about a prison break are the typical personification of the tough guys, also seen in The Boys Are Back in Town. And, a regular concert favorite, fans loved this song. An alternate version of the song appeared on the bonus disc of the 2011 remastered deluxe edition of the Jailbreak album, featuring a short-spoken introduction and additional guitar parts throughout. The song it's really popular. It was used in, Detroit Rock City movie, Joe Dirt, Bordello of Blood, Veronica Mars, if you could believe that. But, all in all, it was a great song, and, it paid a tribute to a really talented guy, Phil Lynott, who, went through a lot and, unfortunately left us too soon. So that one there is for you, Phil. I hope you're riding with the buffalo somewhere, man. But anyway, let's move on. Our next tune comes to us from 1985, Los Angeles, California, from a band called Wasp. And this is Cries in the Night from the 1985 release, The Last Command. Come back and we'll swat it and see, what comes out of this bug. This is Open Air Sonar.
About losing my mind, 'cause I keep
Cries in the Night from the band Wasp. It appeared on the 1985 release, The Last Command, and it was produced by Spencer Proffer, who is best known for producing Mental Health by Quiet Riot in '83. The song itself is based on a single from a '76 titled, Mr. Cool by the Killer Kane Band, where Blackie Lawless was a member at the time. But there is speculation that the song was about a movie, a 1956 film titled A Cry in the Night, starring Natalie Wood, where a psychopath kidnaps Natalie and tries to take her into a creepy shed and rape her. But who really knows for sure? Maybe Blackie does. Maybe it is about him and his vanity, or who knows. Anyway, this album, was also the first appearance of guitarist Chris Holmes. And if you watched, Decline of Western Civilization, the Metal Years, you know that crazy fucker. Chris once said that Blackie is only Blackie on stage. I am Chris Holmes all the time. Anyway, to the next chapter. This one takes us to 1980 England with three rowdy fuckers called Motorhead. This is We Are the Road Crew from the 1980 release Ace of Spades. Stick with us to find out who the crew really is.
Another truck, another race. I'm eating junk, feeling bad. Another night I'm going mad. My woman's leaving, I feel sad. But I just love the life I lead. Another beer is what I need. Another gig, my ears bleed. We are the road crew. Another town I've left behind. Another dream completely blind. Another hotel I can't find. Another backstage bus view, another tube of super glue, another border to get through. I'm driving like a maniac, driving way to hell and back. Another room, a case to pack. We are the road crew. Stop on the way, another game that I can play, another word I learn to say, another blasted customs post, another bloody foreign coast, another set of scars to boast. We are the road crew. That's right.
That was Motorhead with We Are the Road Crew from the 1980 release Ace of Spades. Lenny wrote this song as a tribute to his road crew, which he considered to be the best in the world. And apparently it only took him 10 minutes to write. He said he wrote the song in the studio toilet in Rick Mansworth, North London, he explained. It was the only quiet place in the building. Well, that's Lemmy for you. He says, I had an idea and needed somewhere to work it through, and this is the only song I remember writing on the toilet. Way to go there, Lemmy. But he passed away from cancer on December 28, 2015, and hopefully, Lemmy, you're out there somewhere raising hell, buddy. Okay, my perverted little turds, keep one hand free because I have an amazing guest, okay? She's a runner-up for Maxim's Girl Next Door contest and NorCal's high priestess of karaoke. One of the funniest people and just actually one of the greatest people I've ever actually having the privilege of knowing. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Miss SHAY. How we doing, baby girl?
I'm doing lovely. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, you know me, man. Living the fucking dream. Smoking weed and playing songs, man. That's how I do it. So, anyway, I'd like to thank you for coming on our show today. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and let you pick that next song for us, girl. And then we're going to come back and talk about it. What we listening to?
One of my favorites, This Love by Pantera off the 1992 Vulgar Display of Power album.
You got it, baby. Here it comes. Stick around with us and we'll break it apart and pull the fucking legs off this thing. This is Open Air Sonar.
Tempting one stole her from her
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and that was This Love from 1985's release, Vulgar Display of Power. And we are here with Shay, my good friend, and the only woman I know in the world who can drink me under the table. And truthfully, and truthfully, just one of the funnest people I've ever known in my life. Shay, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. So you were telling me earlier about, I guess you had your music stolen with most of your Pantera with it. So what happened there?
Well, I was quite young. I was about 20 something, a little younger than I am now. And I had my first experience with being catfish before catfish was catfish.
Oh,
And
man.
I met some guy and went to Missouri. And
Missouri? They don't like people like us over there, man. Come on, dude.
The things you do for dumb love, man, dumb love, dude. So I had all of the Pantera albums. I became a fan kind of later, like in my late teens and stuff, and because black people didn't really vibe off of heavy metal and stuff where I was when I grew up. So I came in a little later, but I ended up getting a whole catalog, and that along with all the other music, I had all of Deftones, all of Metallica, everything got taken from the dude in St. Joseph, Missouri. So
dude, it's never good for people like us back east, man. They hate us. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm quite charming, but I did.
You're one of the most charming people I've ever met, man. Oh my God, some of the nights at the Y, man, I had a fucking blast with you, but.
I don't remember most of those.
Oh yeah, right. I think I woke up on the floor of that place one morning and all the doors were locked and I was locked inside. You know, I'm like, what the hell happened?
Sounds like a great Friday night. Is what that sounds like.
Right.
Thursday. Yeah.
Right, but anyway, that song, This Love. Drummer Vinnie Paul has said that this song was about a relationship vocalist Phil Anselmo had in previously. But This Love was pretty much the story of a relationship he had been in, and he was really mad about it. So I guess your story and this story kind of coincide with each other, don't they?
Well, This Love is a son of a bitch is what it is.
Ain't it? Oh, my fucking God. You know what? I'm glad I got married a long time ago, man. I don't have to deal with this kind of shit.
Damn. Why are you bringing up that shit?
Oh, I'm sorry. You know I love you, man.
I know,
You know I love you, and you know what? I hope that we can get you back on this show because I know my listeners are going to absolutely love you too. And maybe, you know what? Let's get a poll going out there, ladies and gentlemen. Send me an email. We want Shay to be part of the OAS family. All right? So cryovato@gmail.com. A reply is guaranteed, and give your love to Shay, okay? And you're going to come back and see us, right, baby?
Hell yeah. It's been a pleasure.
Girl. Awesome. And now we're going to head to the break, people, so listen to some dumbass ads. And if you don't like them, you can eat my ass. We got to pay our bills around here. All right? This is Open Air Sonar.
This is somebody's home. Looks like a nice, safe place, huh? Well, what if I told you that your real father lived here and he had a cool name like Phineas or Herbert, you stupid orphan?
Hello there! It's me, Mr. Snowman. You may be wondering about my story. Well, hey, where are you going? This movie's supposed to be about me. Well, whose ankles are those? Oh, God damn it. Get my agent on the phone. Hi, Jerry, it's Philip. Listen, I'm sick and tired. Oh, is that little girl sick? Oh, no. Oh, my. Well, this story is more compelling. Is that doctor gonna bang her mom? Help! Please, don't! I have a family! Please! I beg you!
Give me a little kiss.
No.
Put a little peck on my
No,
beak.
no.
Oh, a little beak for the bird.
No, I
little
said...
beak for the birdie.
No, I said
Come on,
no! Get the hell off of me!
oh.
I'm not fucking a bird again!
Get out. You don't belong here.
La 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 leave now. La 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 leave now. La 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 leave now. La 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 leave now. La 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 leave now. La 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 leave now.
Hello.
Godzilla's here.
He is?
I just said that.
Who?
Godzilla.
When?
Now.
Where?
Here.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Okay, thanks, bye!
On the next season of Ghost Ship, Peter and Trevor realize non-corporeal beings can't pour or open doors. Jackson pines over unrequited ghost love. Evan shits everywhere, and Tim tries on a flat hat. All on the next season of Ghost Ship.
I heard Tim and Evan have a steamy off-camera affair going on.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to Open Air Sonar, where the music comes ribbed for her pleasure and a pull-out is not needed. We are in the second half of part 2 of Metal, and I want to give a thanks to the talented women over there at Sundelarge and 6 Degrees of Belly Dancer for giving me a channel to spout my nonsense and my bullshit. Okay? Oh, and hey, thanks again to Shay for coming on the show. You gotta come back on, girl. We loved you. So, anyway, let's get back to business. So, Frank Zappa once said, music to decorate it. Time is just a bunch of boring production deadlines, or dates by which bills must be paid. Which brings us to our next band. They have been described as shock rock by the music press and have caused controversy with the live shows filled with graphic violence and, really this fake, disgusting blood that they used to spray on the crowd. I've been in the crowd when that happens, and it's really fucking gross. But, copious amounts too, and I mean, I'm not just talking like a glass, man. I'm talking like barrels. But so I give you Gwar with "Sick of You" from their 1990 release, Scum Dogs of the Universe. So come back as we rip the costumes off of these fucking bastards, okay?
I'm so sick of you.
That was Gore with Sick of You from their 1990 release Scumdogs of the Universe. Anyway, that one is actually, the song itself is really simplistic song lyrically, and, he's basically telling somebody that he fucking hates them in a comical fashion, Dave Brockie, also known as Odorous Arungus, stated that he loved the tune because, it was such a fan favorite that it meant that the show was over when that song came on. So, and the video was great too. The fact that they, injured or at least smashed over the head a bunch of audience members and dumped them into a, secret pit in the stage, and it was great. But if you put the costume gimmick aside, and the whole act and everything, if you ever caught their sets from the AV Club sessions where they covered Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas, these guys were great musicians, period. And unfortunately, we lost Dave Brockie, a.k.a. Odorous, to a heroin overdose in 2014. Though Gore continued with, different members and stuff like that, but that did it for Gore, man. But, I got to see them live, and they didn't disappoint. But this one's for you, Odorous, wherever you are, my man. So anyway, we're going to move on to a new band that most people have considered crossover, I guess. I never really understood the term myself, but this is DRI with Acid Rain from their 1992 release, Definition. Stick with us. This is Open Air Sonar. So that was DRI with Acid Rain, or Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. Considered to be the major pioneers of what we call, crossover thrash, that hardcore punk and metal mix. And the sound worked. And, but, how they got their name is even cooler, man. So apparently they were playing at their parents' house. And the noise made by the band while they were practicing at their parents' house, drew regular complaints from their father, with Eric's father, described as a bunch of dirty, rotten imbeciles, and it was also the inspiration for the song Madman, which featured a clip of Kirk and Eric's father interrupting a band practice to complain about the noise. But it was good, man, and I loved DRI. I still love DRI to this day, so... The next band that we got for you is a bunch of guys. They're called Warbringer. This song is from their 2017 release, Woe to the Vanquish, and this is Remain Violent. Stick around and let's see what started the war. This is Open Air Sonar. So John Kevill confirmed that when they were making this album, Woe to the Vanquished and the Weapons of Tomorrow, that it would probably be the most fast and brutal side of any Warbringer record yet, and the second half is more progressive or darkly melodic. But, it was the album blew me away. The band actually toured worldwide in support of this album, opening for Death Angel on their Evil Divide tour in Europe, and then playing the 2018 edition of Thrash Metal Domination in Japan with Testament and Exodus. But I love this song, and the video for it is just fucking amazing. But anyway, we are now moving on to our second to our last band. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Trip with the Executioner's song. Praised this album, writing that Nightmare Logic showcases Power Trip at their strongest yet, and packs it with a 30-minute runtime with songs that push everything they have done right so far to an entirely new level. Writing the Quintus, Louis Brown said, "This is no retro throwback. Power Trip have poured their genuine obsessive love of early thrash, but also Cro-Mags, Prong, and Black Flag to create a boiling pot of modern metal mastery." But God, I was really upset that I never got a chance to see these guys live because I mean, their music it speaks for itself. And unfortunately, vocalist Riley Gale died on August 24th, 2020, at the age of 34. His death was announced by the band the next day, and at the time of Gale's death, Power Trip had already been scheduled to embark on a European tour with Lamb of God and Creator in 2021. In March 2021 interview with Los Angeles Times, lead guitarist Blake Ibanez stated that surviving members plan to continue the band in Gale's memory. We do want to continue to play music together, we just are not sure what that looks like at this time. So, wherever you are, Mr. Gale, I hope you're jamming somewhere, brother. So, anyway, we are at our last and most vital point of the show, people. So, as I get older, I try to ponder and theorize our place in the universe. Is our planet nothing more than a prison where we cast aside by the rest of the universe, by others who viewed our quest for power and wealth as a threat to other civilizations? And maybe religion is the prison guards to keep us docile, but unfortunately, just like regular prisons, the guards turn into the frustration of the inmates. And with the onslaught of metal, it brought the evil that, most of those in power, to the mindsets of millions who stated to see the world in a different light. This beautiful, amazing, diverse, ugly, cold, heartless prison Earth. Which is why it's called the devil's music or contraband. It's, when you really, truly understand that our religion should be love. But I'm going to go ahead and cut out now with a song called Drone Wars from three gentlemen from Sweden. Because, hey, it's just like the human race to develop a weapon where you can kill people without leaving the comfort of your own home. So, on that note, this is Tony reminding you to eat your burgers plain and spank your significant other at least once a day. Anyway, take care all. And you'll maybe hear me again next week. Bye-bye.